Good evening, dear friends. I'm Guy Gordon, globetrotting journalist and well-known Kirschologist, to bring you the story of Zack and Lauren, a romance, a documentary premiering tonight at the Birmingham Theater. Or nay, is it a fantasy? Fiction. There are elements of this romance that border on the make-believe, but it is an incredible adventure that extends around the world, beginning in Israel, where they are on a sabbatical as two young people. The romance had its roots there and extended across a decade. The drama becoming even more intense when they came home, where Lauren not only stole Zack's heart, but also obliterated his appendix. From Chicago to New York and well beyond, their romance flourished. Not only crisscrossing America, but extending around the globe. So sit back and enjoy this incredible, epic tale of Zack and Lauren, a road to romance.
So if you know Zack and Lauren, you know that they've been together for a long time. It's been like a decade now. But what you might not know is that I actually kind of hooked them up to begin with. When we were 17, I think, a lot of the young Jews in Metro Detroit went on the teen mission in Israel. I didn't go, but I knew that Zack was going to be going, and I knew that Lauren was going to be going, and I knew that they didn't know each other. So I told Lauren, you have to meet my best friend Zack Weiss. He's the sweetest, greatest guy. You should go share a shawarma or something. And they did meet in Israel. A few years later, they started dating, and the rest is history. So really, Zack had to go halfway across the world to meet the girl next door.
When Zack and Lauren met in high school, Zack had a wonderful group of friends, many of whom are here tonight, and Lauren became friends with them too. And one day Sandy said to me, you know, I think Lauren really likes Zack. And I said to her, Lauren's friends with all the boys. And Sandy said to me, but I think she really likes Zack. And as you can see, 10 years later, here we are celebrating at this magnificent event.
Early on in their relationship, Lauren had shown her true maternal instincts. There was a situation at the University of Michigan where Zack and Lauren had gone out to dinner. Zack ended up with a stomachache that evening. He thought it was from the tacos that he ate. Lauren, despite being Yom Kippur Eve and having to be home with her parents, took Zack to the emergency room and stayed there until we got there. While he was writhing in pain, he said to the nurse, "What does it take to get service around here?" And the nurse says, "You really have to be sick." He says, "I am," and then he promptly threw up on the floor in front of her. That got him a room right away, and that was critical because he ended up needing appendectomy surgery. The best part of that is that Lauren stayed with him until we got there. The extra added bonus was Zack and I got to miss Yom Kippur services, and we got to watch the U of M football game the next day.
For years, I was thinking that the first time I met Lauren is when I had flown to Michigan to attend Zachary's graduation from U of M, and afterwards we went back to the house he had been living at his senior year. So the living room had one major pool table, nostalgically festooned, probably with every one of their favorite meals. But at this point, I'm beginning to panic because I think I'm about to burst and there is no way I am going to use a bathroom in that house. That's when Lauren takes my hand and says, "Come with me, Auntie Linda." And the next thing I know, we go up to a house, she knocks on the door, this woman opens the door, and Lauren sweetly says, "This is Zack's Auntie Linda visiting from Connecticut. Can she please use your bathroom?" I used their bathroom, and I have loved Lauren ever since.
We were on a family vacation, and we were recommended that we needed to eat at this specific restaurant. When Lauren walked into the restaurant, she spotted a plate on the wall. All throughout dinner, she kept telling us we needed to bring this plate back to Michigan because Zack would love this plate His mother would really love this plate. We thought this was kind of interesting that she would be so insistent that she purchased this plate. Maybe she knew something back then that we weren't aware of at the time, and now we are aware of why this meant so much back in the day.
This is like the real deal, and we knew, and we really felt in our hearts that this was something that really something great was going to happen here.
When I thought my job as East Coast mom was over, I received a phone call. Lauren and Zach were moving to the Upper West Side and once again asked to fill up my SUV. Off we went. We schlepped all over day and night. IKEA, Home Depot, Bed Bath & Beyond. We hit them all. My trunk was packed. It didn't stop here. A little while later, another phone call. Lauren and Zach were moving to the Upper East Side. At this point, Sandy, Lauren, and I earned the title Professional Shopper and Schleppers. And my SUV, a new set of shocks.
Brianna, wake up. I'm going to tell you a story that I've been telling you every night for the last few nights because we're in front of a really, really famous house. So this is one of the most historic homes in all of Huntington Woods. In 1966, this is actually the house that your great-grandpa Hardy and great-grandma Helen bought, and it's where your Nana Sandy and great-uncle Alan lived and grew up. This is so famous in Huntington Woods that it's still in our family, and your Aunt Lauren and Uncle Zach, who you love so much, actually live in this house right now. And all you can talk about at night is how much fun you want to have with them and how you want to come over here all the time. You're asking your mom and dad to push you in the stroller, and you're asking your Uncle Brian to bring you over here all the time.
So I was just walking along the street, minding my own business, and I look across the street and I see this guy. Looks like he's going to propose to this girl, so I pull out my phone and I start taking a video of it, and it seemed like she said yes. So I got the whole thing on video. I walked over to them and I showed it to them, and they were really thrilled that I took the whole video. So I'm so excited to be part of this special day.
We hope you enjoyed this first leg of the Road to Romance, because this is just the first installment, bringing us to this point, the Masonic Temple, this beautiful structure near downtown Detroit, where you are going to have a very good time, of course. But we all wonder, what will the next chapter be? What will the next signpost be for Zack and Lauren? Well, that is a different chapter and a different movie.